what you're looking at is this Audi A5. We got the motor pulled, and we got the new motor over here on this engine stand getting ready to go in it. Intakes are different. A lot of stuff is gonna have to get swapped from that intake to that intake. And if you can tell, that's aluminum. This is plastic. So we got to take a lot of stuff off of this still. What do we got to take off? Obviously, all your accessories, hoses, and intake manifold, turbo, all that's got to get swapped over from that engine to that engine right there. So, yeah, the front end is off. Bumpers on top of the roof. Front intercooler core support is laid out right there. Headlights and everything is in the trunk. This one is a Quattro. We're leaving the transmission in it. Pain in the butt to take that transmission out. We will clean all this up. Do some cleanup work in here, right? Get it all nice and clean. Got to get a lot of these leaves and everything out of here. Just do a lot of tidying up, a lot of cleaning up. Got your transmission bolts up top. All the electrical harness, everything tucked to the sides. Left the power steering and the AC compressor here, but I went ahead and also released the Freon. Was looking at the motor mounts. This one looks compromised. This one also has some splitting in it in the bottom. So I'll talk to him, see if he wants to do something about putting new motor mounts in it. But yeah, it's gonna take a lot of cleanup. It's real nasty, real dirty. The other thing I'll mention to him is if he wants to get a new starter for it. The starter hides behind the motor mount bracket on the turbo side with this heat shield. Sits like that up against the block, and then the starter tucks off in there. And this starter doesn't look like it's ever been replaced. It's definitely got no labels or decals or anything on it to know if it's like, you don't see a Bosch mark, you don't see a part number. So maybe it has been replaced at one point, but it's definitely oiled up good. And see, the thing is, right now he's not paying any labor to have that replaced. To have that replaced later, whew, that's gonna be a lot of labor. Boy, do I know what to charge if somebody tries to come asking me to replace their starter on their Audi A5. I'm gonna give you a visual, a better visual. See those two bolts up there? This bolt's up there. And the two bolts, I got oily hands that I'm trying to show you this. And then those two bolts go there. And this sits up in here. And then the starter tucks in through there nice and tight. Real snug fit under there. And you say, what's the big deal to get that out? Well, there's really not a big deal once the engine's out. But when this is installed in the car, when this is, I got it backwards. When this is installed, it goes in that position. When this is installed in there with the bracket covering it and everything else, ooh boy, I don't even want to scare nobody with what I would charge. I would price it very high because I wouldn't want to do it. This is the with the engine installed, this lower subframe, this cradle here would be in the way, and I would have to drop that out of the way to get to it, and your rack and pinion, everything runs through that. So yeah, there'd be quite a bit of labor in doing that starter later. You'd either have to remove the turbo system from up top or drop everything I just showed you from the bottom. So yeah, it'd be smart to put a new starter on it now and know that that's new and not gonna give you an issue. But yeah, he replaced the turbo. I know he's spent some money on this turbo here. It's got a brand new turbo. See if I can step over here, show it to you from the front. Now I got a rag in the top just so nothing flies in there. There's your bottom out inlet. So at the top of the engine. And so we're gonna have to do something with the injectors and play around. The long block is pretty much the same. Everything else accessory wise is different. So this isn't a simple take one out and put another one in. You know, you're playing around trying to make one engine that wouldn't just drop right in, you know, be able to drop in by swapping everything from this one over to that one. But anyways, I don't want to make the video too long. This is just to document the Audi. I always show the VIN number of the car just to show proof of, yes, it was this Audi, not another Audi. And so for documentation proof, we got VIN number ending in 4152. So this is the coupe model, and it is a 6-speed manual. Got a bunch of stuff in the trunk we tore apart. We're going to be putting in a performance clutch from Clutch Masters. I think it's like stage 3. I'll have to ask them again, but I particularly only like to run a stage 2. Stage 3 to me is too aggressive for the street. He's got all the intercooling piping and intake filter, all that. We'll run all that stuff. He's got an exhaust for it. It's not too shabby. I mean, the body on it is in decent shape. He's got a set of rims he's gonna throw on it. So, I mean, it's a decent little coupe. Like the little America sticker on the European car. So yeah, here we go. We got the engine out. I'm calling it a night. Tomorrow is cleanup time and start taking stuff off of this engine and putting it on the other engine. You know, the frame, I got some bolts in here I gotta take out. I'm gonna clean up the frame. It's pretty dirty. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it's nasty. Nastiness everywhere. And I just cleaned my garage floor, so, you know, I got all this cardboard and stuff down, but when you clean, sometimes that soaks through the cardboard anyway. So I'm gonna use the all the drain pans and everything I can use is gonna make cleaning a little more, I have to be a little more careful cleaning now because I just cleaned all the shop floor. So we'll definitely be a little more careful cleaning, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that has to be cleaned. I mean, even this AC compressor, if you look at it, it's covered in oil. Everything is dirty. Just, I mean, there's nothing clean here. Everything is dirty. So we'll run through, get this cleaned up. He bought a box of brake cleaner from O'Reilly's Auto Parts. You get 12 cans in a box. But let me tell you right now, that is not gonna be enough. there's just too much that needs to be cleaned. You could easily go through 2 boxes of brake cleaner, spraying this thing down real nice and getting everything clean. But anyways, I don't want to ramble too much. I'm tired, as you can see the tiredness, and I'm ready to go to bed. So this right here, tomorrow's another day. I've had a lot on my plate, got a lot of things going on. I'm not even gonna get into it, but I'm working on this every chance I get to sneak away, and been putting in some late nights on it. Tonight we were able to fully get it out. It fought me a little bit. There's a lot of little hidden stuff on these. This is not your technician C, technician B job. This is definitely 100% a technician A job. If you are not a certified, like experienced master technician, don't attempt this job. Pay somebody else to do it. This is one of those you want somebody else to do. You know, can you do it? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell nobody what they can or can't do. But boy, you're gonna struggle on this one. You think a little 2.04 cylinder turbo is easy peasy, right? But there's a little more to it than what you think. So be warned. Anyways, specialty tools required, a lot of patience. Just, you want to be experienced when you're dealing with a job like this. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll make another follow-up video of the engine cleaned up with everything correctly bolted onto the new engine, getting ready to go back in the hole. I'll do another video documenting how clean everything was as proof that I didn't half-ass it, right? Got to cover your ass. But yeah, for right now, the tiredness deserves to go to bed. So until the next video, hope everyone's taking care of themselves. Thanks for watching. Peace out.